Hello, online pipe community. This is Ethan, Parsimonious Piper here, and I've got Yusuf Smoking Syed with me all the way from South Africa. Yusuf, how are you?
Good evening, Ethan. I'm well. Thank you very much.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you live, what you do, what makes you tick.
I live in South Africa in the province of Limpopo, which is in the north, very close to the border of Zimbabwe. Uh, Due to the amputation of my leg, I'm unemployed, so I do not work anymore. I used to be in banking. I used to work in the in the post office, but in the banking division.
Gotcha, gotcha. Um, well, I don't know how many people have been bold enough to joke about your artificial leg, but have you tried pirate cake yet? Because with that and an eye patch, you'd be perfect.
Yeah, no, I did tell Israel one day that greetings from the pirates in the far south of Africa.
That's right. That's right. That was a good one. I do remember that. Okay. Well, that aside, um, let's do a little housekeeping. In a little Briar Lee billiard, I have got some more of that Peter Stokeby Amsterdam number 93, the shag cut Kentucky, Virginia. What are you smoking there, Yusuf?
I've got my LCS sledgehammer, and in here I'm smoking a tobacco that I got from Father Brian, the Sutcliffe Maple Shadow. Beautiful tobacco, lovely taste, aroma. So I'm enjoying that this evening.
All right. So, for any of our viewers who aren't following you yet, you just celebrated a year of making videos in the community, but you're not a new pipe smoker. How long have you been smoking a pipe?
I've been smoking pipe from 1988. I used to go after school and help my dad in the store. And one day a farmer came and bought some things from the shop. And as he was leaving, he took out a pipe from his pocket to smoke. And I just said it loudly, I wish I could smoke a pipe. And the farmer jumped in his vehicle and he went home. And an hour later, he came back with a pipe and a small packet of tobacco, and he just gave it to me. And in those years, in 1988, there was no YouTube to teach you how to smoke a pipe. So all he told me is, here's your tobacco, here's the pipe, fill your pipe up with tobacco, light it, do not pack it too tight, and you let the smoke rotate in your mouth, and you exhale it slowly out. You do not pull it so hard in that it goes through your esophagus and out of your butthole. So that's how I started smoking pipe. And then, yeah, it's a
Oh,
long time.
that is pretty cool. We have we will have a number of viewers who weren't born then. Um,
Yeah, they were. I was still in school. In 88, I think I was in in standard 8, which is now the grade 10. So I was just 16 years old.
yep, just a couple years behind me then. So uh, I usually ask people what got them interested in smoking a pipe, but obviously this farmer caught your interest. Now, was this a family friend or somebody that your family did business with?
It was in the community, in the farming community. He used to come to the shop and they used to buy, but on weekends, I used to work at the golf course
Hmm.
and I used to pick up the balls and that. And there was cigar smokers that used to play golf, and there was a pipe smoker. And whenever I saw the pipe smoker smoking on the golf course, I always thought to myself that one day I will want to pick up a pipe. And it so happened that I was at the shop that afternoon when the farmer took out a pipe from his pocket. If he did not take out a pipe from his pocket, I wouldn't know that he was smoking a pipe. And it just came out of my mouth, loudly. Like, and he turned and he looked at me like, huh? What did you say? And then he just disappeared. So he came back and he handed me a pipe. I did make a video. If they go and watch my very first video on my channel, it's the story how I got into pipe smoking.
Well, and I will be leaving a link to your channel for our viewers so that they can do that after they finish our video here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, yeah, you've been doing this for a few decades now. You've had plenty of time to decide on a favorite shape or a favorite maker. Tell us a little bit about those.
Look, in South Africa, we do not have a variety of tobaccos that's available in the States. And the pipe that we all knew and we all grew up with was the Kaiser pipe. So my favorite pipe right up till now was the Kaiser. And then we used to smoke house blend tobacco. So it was mostly aromatics. You know, I love something with aromatic. I cannot take a plain Virginia or a Burley tobacco on its own. I do love aromatics. So as the years went past, and then after I joined the YTPC last year, Stephen Roberts had a goal given away, and then he asked us to explain our dream pipe. And this is the very pipe that I said I want. And then Simon from LCS Briars, I got in touch with him, and I explained to him the pipe that I wanted. My measurements was a little bit out. He told me if I have it the way I wanted it, I wanted a 30 millimeter bowl, I wanted it big, I wanted thick walls, I wanted a longer stem, and he told me it will be a little bit uncomfortable to smoke. And he said this will be the right thing to do. So this is now my favorite shape and pipe. We call this the sledgehammer.
It is a beauty.
Thank you.
Most definitely. Now, you say that you like aromatics. Is that mostly what you can get there in South Africa? Is aromatics?
No, you can get the other tobaccos as well. You get Burleys, you get Virginias, uh, you get the Fox, you get the Jock, the house blends. You do get them, but I prefer the aromatics. I like the aroms. You know, it's
Gotcha.
more.
You and Professor Jeremiah and Greg Tunnel with your sweet tooth.
Yeah, yeah. You know, nice cheesecake and a nice custard and a good pudding.
Now, I have seen that you've been able to try some other things from people sending them in. What other styles or genres of tobacco have you been able to try?
I've tried a lot, but we'll call them the American Kodja blends. And for me, the half and half, I can survive on half and half. I find that better than the Granger. I've got the two of them, but half and half for me is a better smoke. So if that's the only tobacco that's available, I'll smoke that.
I could see that the half and half is definitely more aromatic and flavored than Granger is.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I've got, but most of the tobaccos that I did receive were mostly aromatics.
Now, if you smoke mostly aromatics, do you have any particular flavors that you rotate seasonally? You know, you smoke one in the spring or one in the winter.
In the winter, I smoke more of a Perique tobacco, uh, 100 bookshop. In South Africa, they call it boekwinkel.
Huh.
It's a boekwinkel. So it's the same as the bookshop, and that's what I smoke during the winter because I like the Perique in it. During the summer months, I smoke my rum and honey. I smoke the Cavendish. I smoke. Yeah, so it just depends what I'm in the mood for.
No, that's interesting that a Perique blend like Haunted Bookshop would satisfy during the winter months. For me, that Haunted Bookshop is an all year blend, but then I don't really I don't split my blends up seasonally. I tend to smoke monochromatic, very strong blends all year. Unless I'm around my wife, in which case her rule of thumb is it's either cherry or it stinks. So that's her general rule of thumb.
I can smoke any blend around my wife besides a Latakia blend. If it's Latakia, I must be outside. She doesn't want Latakia in the house. But I'm allowed to smoke anywhere in the house, the kitchen, the dining room, the lounge, even in the bathroom, but not in the bedroom. That rule we made in the first few days after marriage, that no smoking in the bedroom. And then I put my foot down as well. I said, okay, if I don't smoke in the bedroom, there's no eating in the bedroom and there's no television in the bedroom then.
There you go.
Bedroom is made for sleeping.
Yeah. My wife thinks that anything with Latakia in it smells like a burning tires.
My wife too.
Yeah. In fact, she often wonders if I've set a community dumpster on fire or something. Yeah, that Latakia is definitely her least favorite aroma.
Every time I try to smoke a Latakia blend, and my wife asks me, "Are you joining the protesters? Are you going to burn tires?"
Yeah. Okay. Pipes and tobacco, seasonal tobacco. How about pipes dedicated to blends? Do you have any pipes that you only smoke a certain blend or a certain type out of?
Now, anything goes in any pipe. I smoke. I do not have a dedicated pipe for different blends. I
Have you
choose a pipe. I choose a pipe like, today I'm listening for this pipe. I'll smoke this Kaiser today or that Peterson today, and then I'll just take a blend and smoke it.
have you tried any Lakeland blends yet?
No, I don't like Lakeland.
Ah,
I
okay.
don't.
Because that would be the one thing you would need to dedicate a pipe to.
I don't have no Lakeland. Many years ago, many years ago, I think it was 2002, 2003. Somebody gave me a Lakeland blend, and I didn't like it at all.
Well,
So
there are not very many people who are in the middle on Lakeland blends. They seem to either hate them or love them. Um,
mhm.
I have not had a Lakeland yet that I didn't like, but yeah, I know there are an awful lot of people like you that are on the opposite side of that fence. But I have one pipe that's dedicated, and that's my Lakeland pipe. Now, you are currently celebrating, like I said at the beginning of the video, celebrating 1 year in the YTPC, making videos. What now? And Israel SoCal was probably the first person that I can recall shouting you out. What got you um, from just being an experienced pipe smoker? What got you into watching YouTube videos on pipes to begin with?
I was. It was last year that I had my leg amputated, and I couldn't sleep with the pain. And I was going through YouTube looking for a film. It was a Western film by Lee Van Cleef, and it was, and I couldn't remember the name so well. I know it was God something, and I just typed in there Lee Van Cleef's movie starting with God, and a whole lot of movies came up. And as I was scrolling, I came across SoCal Piper's channel, and I saved it to watch later. And then I found the film I was looking for. It was God's Hand, and I watched that movie. And after that, I got onto SoCal's, and I watched it, and I left a comment. And then he's on that very video, he was giving shout outs to his 52 or 54, subject to correction now, to all his subs. And I started subbing those people as well, and that's how I got into the YTPC. And then I started watching the videos, and on every video I watched, I started commenting. For the first 2 months, I was just a full-time commenter on the videos. You guys only knew my name, but there was no face to it. And then when we started with the GoFundMe, when Israel, Brody Joe, and David Keff
Yep.
got together and the GoFundMe, then I sent a picture where they could put that on the GoFundMe page, and then Israel said you can put now a face to a name. And thereafter, the encouragement I got from the YTPC to start presenting. And then I went over and I started presenting.
Well, you have probably become the most prolific commenter in the entire community. I don't think there's a single video that I ever watch that you haven't gotten there first and left a comment. It seems like you're. It's kind of like the old. I don't know if you ever saw or listened to rather the old radio show Chicken Man. There was a tagline in that: "He's everywhere. He's everywhere." And that seems to apply to you, Yusuf. You leave breadcrumb trails of encouragement throughout the entire community.
Thank you, thank you.
Now,
it's just like I said in my last video, the one that I had a goal in there, I did say to me this is a community, and nobody understands the affection of this community more than me. When I lost the leg, I was sitting here all alone at night in pain, just going through videos and just to keep myself busy and smoking my pipe. And then when I got involved in the YTPC, nearly every presenter sent out prayers. Israel gave shout outs for prayer requests, and there was not one presenter who didn't leave a prayer for me. Mm-hmm. And through my ordeal, through the coning process, through helping me get a prosthetic as well, they started the GoFundMe. We managed to put a deposit down for the prosthetic, and through the whole course, the YTP stood by my side. So in return, I think it's only fair on my side to be dedicated to the YTPC and to watch and then leave a comment. Unless the presenter tells me, we don't want you to comment on our videos anymore, then I will abstain.
Have you really had somebody ask you that?
Yes, there is one presenter that told me not to comment on his video because of my religion. Well, he stays in another part. I do not want to call out any names, but he stays in another part of the world. He's not in the States. He's not in Africa. But another presenter gave a shout out. I went over, I subbed on his channel. And on there, I told him that I was sent over by the presenter. Awesome video. Thanks for sharing. Greetings from South Africa. After 2 days, I noticed I didn't get a reply from my post. And I went back. I thought maybe my comment got deleted or YouTube hasn't posted it. I went back and I saw he replied to everybody else, but not my comment. And then when I got a notification of his next video, I left again another comment. And on that comment, he told me, do not leave comments on my videos, please. So I went back and I told him, did I offend you in any way? And he told me your name, because my name is Yusuf. So it means Islamic, Muslim, your name, and the country you come from, South Africa. And South Africa has taken this country to the ICC. So you guys can put 2 and 2 together, which country I'm talking about. But then he said straight, because you're a Muslim and because you come from South Africa, do not comment on my videos. So I stopped it.
That's a shame. That is a shame.
He is lost because I never discriminate. I never, in my comments, I'm never harsh. I do not call out anybody in the comments. My comments, if they go through all my comments, there is never a comment that I said anything bad. I always leave an encouragement. I do not watch only the first 2 minutes or 3 minutes of a video.
Right.
I watch the whole. If a video is 30 minutes, 35 minutes, 40 minutes, I watch the full length and I comment as it is. There are many commenters, presenters on the YTPC that every time when I leave a comment, they tell me, now we feel as if our video is officially posted when they find my comment.
Yeah. Now, let's move away from pipes real quick for just a minute.
Yeah,
What are some of your hobbies outside of pipe smoking?
I love the outdoors, all outdoor activities, fishing, hunting, barbecue. Uh, yeah,
Well,
anything that is.
we've seen you cook, and you need to do some more of those. Those make us hungry.
Yeah, it's just that this year, nearly every weekend I've been away from home. We had a few things happening in our lives, tragedies, and we lost a lot of family members in the last
Right.
4 months, 5 months, and then we're going to prayers on weekends. Yeah, so I wasn't around to have barbecues. When I'm having barbecues at families and on weekends, they do not want to be in the video. So they say, no, please do not video it here. So I do respect their views as well. But
Mhm.
yeah, as soon as I get a chance again, I will put up a video again of me having a bride.
Now, you said you live up not far from the Zimbabwe border.
Mhm.
What do you hunt up there?
We hunt kudu, mostly kudus, uh, and then we go for impala, wildebeest,
A
and then
cougar, that's a type of antelope or deer.
yeah, antelopes, antelopes. The impala is a deer, but the
Okay.
kudu and the wildebeest is an antelope, and then you get the Cape buffalo that we
Okay.
hunt.
Well, we need a combination video. We need to see you cook something that you hunted.
Mm, yeah, that would be nice. That would be a good idea.
All right. Talking about where you live, what are the best and worst things about where you are?
The best thing is our wildlife, our sceneries, our mountains, our rivers, South Africa's oceans. Those are the best things in South Africa. You know, the worst things in South Africa is then what is man-made. What is natural and what is made from God is always clean and pure. But what is man-made and man-involved, then everything goes to hell. So in South Africa, I would say the crime rate, the pornography, the the prostitution, the alcohol, those things, and there's no curbing on that. You find people drinking alcohol in the streets, the police won't do anything. But if I have to light up my pipe in the parking lot, they will come knock on my door. But you can drink alcohol in the street, you can pick up a prostitute in the street, you can kill somebody in the street, you can murder somebody. That's fine. But smoking your pipe is a no-no.
It is criminal. Yeah. All right. Play
Yeah,
tour
so
guide.
that's
Nope. Go ahead.
sorry. See, that's the bad part about South Africa is that our crime rate is just gone. There is no stopping it. We had our minister of police. He was actually then the head of Interpol, and with the crime that he was involved with the with the drug lords, and that you know if the minister of police can be corrupt and can take bribes from drug lords and let them walk out of prison, then
Yeah.
everybody down the line, right to the last cleaner, even that works for government, steals and corrupts. Because if the top guy can do it, why can't they do it? So everybody does it now.
Yeah. Well, play tour guide for a minute. If you had to take us to one place that's within a day's drive of your home, what would that one place be?
Uh, I would say the Kruger National Park.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
the
what's
Kruger National or the Botanical Gardens in the capital.
now Kruger? That's one of your huge wildlife preserves, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm just trying to jog my own memory. Yeah, that would be that would be something to see for sure. Well, need to wind this down. I promised you I was going to ask you this question. Do you have any parting words for our audience?
The YTPC, a community of friendship, community of love, sharing and caring for one another. That is the YTPC to me.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, folks, I hope you've enjoyed our chat. I know I certainly have. If you have a small or relatively new channel and you'd like to do one of these, let me know. Until then, tell you what I like to tell you. Like something you like. We'll see you next time.
Good evening. Thank you very much. God bless you guys all.